This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. I don't really think that solo needs any introduction, does it really? But I will anyway. In case you've been living under a rock for, well, since forever, that was of course the intro solo from Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. I've had loads of requests to do that over the years to feature this solo, but until I got an acoustic guitar, this one here, this rather nice little Harley Benton HB CLD-15 MCEVS. What a lovely catchy name, as I've said before. But it's a great guitar, and I just thought to tackle an acoustic solo as iconic as that, I needed something that recorded a little bit better. And, well, there you have it. That was my little attempt at the solo. That's what it sounds like, more or less. And here's a bit of an explanation about what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay then, as always, the chord sequence to begin with. And there are basically three chords in this chord sequence. There's an E minor 7. Like that, so it's an E minor chord with your third and fourth fingers added there, and essentially those two fingers stay there throughout all of the chords in this little piece. All we do then is go from the E minor 7 to a G simply by moving this finger, second finger, up to here. And the other chord which occurs in here is A7 sus4, which is just take that second finger off and bring your first finger down to the fourth string and that. And we string these chords together by going E minor 7 for a bar, to G for a bar, then back through that again, E minor 7 to G, and then back to the E minor 7, to the A7 sus4, then we do that again, E minor 7, to A7 sus4, and then we go to the G. And on the first part, where it's just the strummy part, we do 2 bars of G before it starts again, and then when the solo comes in, when we get to the G, that's essentially the end of the intro, and the vocals come next. We've got some little riffs that connect these chords. To take us into the E minor 7, we've got this little E minor pentatonic riff, or G major pentatonic, call it what you will. Like that. So that's 3rd fret on the 6th string, and then hammer on open to 2nd on the 5th string, and then open 4th string, etc. Then to get us from the E minor 7 to the G, we simply play the where are we? There we go. We play the open third string, followed by the note that you're holding down in the E minor 7 at the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So, and then into the G. And as I say, we go through that a couple of times. Then for the E minor 7 to the A7 sus4 part, we then play 2nd on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string. There's my computer pinging. Then open 4th string and then 2nd fret on the 5th string, like that. So, and that takes us into the A7 sus4. So you got like that. And that's basically the rhythm guitar part. It's actually played on a 12 string, and I simulated the 12 string kind of sound by double tracking it with this guitar and that guitar. You can just see a little bit of up there, which is in Nashville tuning, or sometimes called high stringing. If you're not sure what that is, I did a video on that not so long ago. I'll put a link to it in the description. So that is the rhythm guitar part. Let's have a look at where the lead guitar part comes in. Essentially, what we've got here is mainly, apart from 2 notes, an E minor pentatonic, playing around essentially the top half of that pattern and that pattern there, and that's where we begin with this little lick. Like that. So just coming up to that thing there, like that, and then a double pull off, 4th to 2nd to open on the 3rd string, and then concluding on the D note on the 4th string, and then so all together that goes. Next up, we have sort of Hendrixy kind of thing that it always strikes me as being a bit Hendrixy. This lick on an electric guitar in a different key would have sounded exactly like something you would hear in Wind Cries Mary or Little Wing or something like that. It goes like that, and this is where we get one of the notes that isn't part of the E minor G major pentatonic. We get this C note here as part of this little kind of double stop thing here, where we start by playing in 4ths, like that, sliding the top 2 strings up from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret and back again, and then we've got this kind of thing in 3rds where it's, and as I say, that note there, that C note is, you could argue that it's part of the wider G major scale rather than G major pentatonic. So that goes kind of like this. Then we have a bar where we just kind of rest and do nothing. Then we're back to this kind of shape again with this lick, like that, and then we get some bends happening, which the bend on the 2nd string is doable on a regular acoustic, but there's a bend happening on the 3rd string, which I cheated. We'll get to that in a moment. But anyway, we've got like that, so that kind of a pre-bend and release. And then what he does on the track is he bends this 3rd string at the 4th fret up to a C sharp. So he's kind of treating this is happening over the A7 sus4 chord. So it's implied there he's bending up to the C sharp, which kind of implies that he's thinking of that A7 sus4 as being an A major chord. And, it works. Although we are bringing in the C sharp note, which isn't if you consider the overall tonality of what we've got going on here, E minor, then an A7 or A major in that context would kind of put us into the E Dorian mode. But, you know, that's he basically just bends this note up because it sounds good in that context, I guess. But bending a wound third string on an acoustic guitar is not the easiest of things to do, and I've seen concert footage of David Gilmour where he actually does what I did, which is to go just substitute the bend with a slide. So that little lick there goes like this. And then he plays a similar lick again to round off with. And then again another one of these bends that you can turn into a slide. There we go, hit the right note. And then you're into the chords, and that's the end of the solo and the beginning of the vocal part. So there you go. That is what is going on in this very often requested solo that I get to show people. So I thought I'd show you it here on YouTube, and now you know what's going on. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, and a jam track to play along with. That explanation clip you've just seen there, and the clip of me playing the solo. All of that is, as usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are, you know where, linked down in the description. And that is pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful, informative and entertaining in some small way at least. And if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music, guitars and many, many, many other things, whatever crops up basically. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.